Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, you know what this symbol is. So if you haven't already figured out by the title, I was able to pick up the Becca X Jaclyn Hill Champagne Glow collection before it sold out. I didn't pick up everything. I'm going to show you what I am going to review. I have the face palette, Blacklight, what is it called? The Blacklight Priming Filter. It's like a glowy primer. I tried it, love it. I can't wait to show you. And then I also got the Becca eye palette as well. So let's get into it. Yay! Okay, so let's ditch this box and let's get into these boxes. I want to start off by saying, obviously a bunch of these videos are going around, but I also wanted to get one out just to show my peeps and give you my opinion on the collection. So obviously she did an amazing job with the packaging. It's adorable. On the back it has all the shades in the palette, a little note from her, and then her picture. This is really like heavy duty, nice packaging. She did a really good job with that. Whoops. This flew out. I think everyone got this. It's a sample of the Becca Blacklight Priming Filter. I got the full one, so we're going to go over that in a second. But this is what the palette looks like. It's white with gold writing. This is supposed to symbolize a champagne bottle, like exploding or whatever. On the back, it has all the colors. Oh, there's like literally something about doing this. It's so satisfying. Oh, ooh. Brand new. So I'm not gonna lie, I've already been in this and I've played around a little bit to see what I like and what I didn't like. I also did that in the eye palette as well. So when you open it up, you get a nice, huge, big mirror. And this palette is heavy duty. It just feels like very well made, I guess. A little plastic wrap thing on top to show you the colors. It sits right on top. These are the colors. So you have 3 blushes up top, one that you can actually use for a bronzer if you'd like, and then these 2 are the highlighters. These are all brand new shades except for this one, which is Champagne Pop. It came out a while ago and it's available permanently now in Sephora stores. I love Champagne Pop. I've never met anyone that hasn't liked Champagne Pop, but these are new. This first blush is beautiful. I've never seen anything like this blush, honestly, at least on my cheeks. It is called Rose Spritz, and it has like golden flakes in it almost. So it doesn't really give you like a shine, but it's kind of like a sheer shine. And as you can see, the pigmentation is crazy. This is beautiful on the cheeks. It just blends right in. This next one, Amaretto, could be used as a bronzer as well. Not a contouring, but it's very warm. It's kind of a neutral warm. It would look good on most skin types. I would say would be very dark on more fair skin types, but this is going to be beautiful on the normal to darker skins, I think. This next blush shade is very unique. It's very bright. As you can see, the pigmentation again is insane. It is a bright pinky peachy blush shade. Be very light-handed with this because it will go on very, very thick. So those are the 3 blush shades. Rose Spritz is probably my favorite. Next, we're gonna head down to the 2 highlighters. So obviously, this is Champagne Pop. This has been around for a while. Still a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. I love it. You can see like it's a nice peachy golden shade. Beautiful highlighter on all skin types. Now that I've been working on a bunch of different clients, I've noticed I've really gotten to see that this works for all skin types. This one is her brand new baby that she just made, and she calls it Champagne Pop's sister. It's called Prosecco Pop. It's more of a golden highlight. It is gorgeous. Then applying it like how she does, she recommended applying Prosecco Pop on the actual cheekbones on the high points, and then using Champagne Pop right here, right above, like blush, just to give it like a shine. I'm obsessed. Or layering these 2 is gorgeous as well. So I'm really loving Prosecco Pop. I wish it was going to be permanent, but unfortunately this whole palette is limited edition. I hope that they change their mind because this color and the blushes are gorgeous. Becca would really be stupid not to do that. But that's the face palette. As you can see, it's so pretty. So if you can get your hands on this on the 16th, June 16th is when they're releasing again, do it, because she said after their stock is gone, it's gone forever. There you have it. Next, let's move on to her eye palette. It has the same on the box. It's very shiny, which I really like, the metallic, like mirrored effect. There's another clear sheet right here that just shows you the colors on top. Look at this. First of all, these colors are so pretty. This is the kind of palette where if you had to go on a trip or something, I would literally just throw this palette in my bag and that's all I would need. It comes with your very light for like highlights, inner tear duct, eyebrow bone, eyelid color. You can use this as so many things, and then it has the neutrals and then the dark. So this, honestly, you can do a whole look using this, and this is all you would need. This shade right here is called Toast. And this was her baby, she said. She was mostly in charge of making this one shade, and Becca was in charge of making the rest. Basically made the palette around, I think she calls it, yeah, it's Champagne Toast. I love this color. There's a lot of other colors like it out there. I'm not going to say it's a one of a kind, but it is gorgeous, and the pigmentation, my pigmentation, is great. This palette is actually not available anymore. It was going to be available when the face palette went back on sale. However, this one's not available anymore because Jaclyn Hill apparently got a lot of feedback on some palettes that weren't made to her expectations, I guess. Apparently, Becca hired used a lab in China, which is what she doesn't normally do, and they didn't make the palettes up to the standards that Becca normally makes. So if you've ever used a Becca eyeshadow, they go on like how butter spreads on toast. That's how they apply on your lid. Beautiful pigmentation, and they're just, again, like butter. However, apparently she's gotten mixed feedback that a bunch of people got those kinds of pigmentation and some did not. So I will be honest and tell you that when I first got this palette, I was so stoked. I was like all on Snapchat, like, look, 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 and I put it all on my arm and stuff. And I will tell you that these two shades are my very favorite. These are Becca formulas. You can tell they're gorgeous, and you'll be able to tell on the swatches. The rest of these shades go on very dry and very blotchy, which I was not impressed about at first, but I was still like, whatever, you know, it's part of the palette, they're pretty, this and that, but these two are what I was most excited for. I don't know if I got like a half and half palette or what, but these three are very dry and blotchy, which you'll be able to tell by the swatches. Jaclyn pulled this palette from the collection, from the restock, because she's not happy with it, and she didn't know, I guess, I don't know, who knows the truth, but she didn't know that these weren't going to be up to Becca's standards. But anyways, I'll go ahead and go through this palette anyways if you're interested. If not, go ahead. I'll leave it right here, the minutes that you can skip to where I go over the primer, which I love. So if you want to still see these shadows, let's get right into it. This first one, again, I said could be used as a highlight or an all over lid shade. This is Chardonnay. You can see that this is a very icy, golden yet peachy yet icy kind of shade. It's gorgeous, and my pigmentation is beautiful. This next one is the one that Jaclyn Hill created herself. This is called Champagne Toast. This next one is Cordial, and this is just a really pretty pinky purpley shade. This reminds me a lot kind of Dusty Rose from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a really good transition shade for in your crease. I really like this color. I just wish it wasn't as patchy. I wish it showed up a little bit better on my skin. It looks a lot different on my eyelid than it does on my hand. But still, I wish this was a little bit more pigmented. Moving on, this brown shade is called Cognac, true brown shade. This isn't too warm, it's not too light, it's very neutral, so it's gonna work great on every skin tone, and it could be used so many different ways. I personally like to take this shade and put it under my bottom eyelashes to create a little bit of dimension. So moving on to the last one, we have Bordeaux, and this is a very purpley, it's like a brown purple shade. It feels like butter on my finger when I feel it, but when I put it on my hand, that's where it gets blotchy. So you can see here it goes on a little bit blotchy, not as pigmented as I'd like, but it's still a really, really beautiful shade. So that's my review on this palette. I still think it's really pretty. They rocked it with the colors. I think that there's similar colors that you can find out there, but again, the packaging is perfect. It's very sleek looking. It's really small, so you can just throw it in luggage, and this will be my go-to palette for when I travel and I don't want to take this big old thing with all my colors. So this is now my next go-to, but this will never be available at any other time that we know of, so I have to be careful. Last but not least, I don't know where my mind's been. I guess I'm very late on the bandwagon for this, but this is permanent, so anybody can get this at any time. I can't believe I haven't got it sooner. I will never not have it, but this is the Backlight Priming Filter, and basically it's just a glowy primer, but you can use it so many different ways. And this bottle is like so sleek and pretty looking, like, oh, hi. So this is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. It's like a little pump, which I really appreciate. I love things with the pumps. It can be used so many different ways, let me tell you. So this can be used, it's a primer, so it's supposed to prime underneath your foundation. Sometimes if I'm just putting on like a BB cream that day or something, I want the extra glow, so I'm just gonna put one pump on the back of my hand, take it and just put it all over my face as a primer. Oh, and then I put the BB cream on top, so it adheres to the primer and then it also shows through the glow. You can also use this as a mix-in in your foundation, which I love doing. It just adds a really beautiful natural glow to the skin. I want to show you right now. I'm just going to put one pump, actually not even a pump, just for showing you. I'm literally going to do this much, but watch the way, okay. Like, I want to buy this. I will have stock of this until I'm 80 years old. Seriously, look at that. The glow it gives is just, I have no words. There's no words. Where have I been with this? Yeah. And then it's just like, it feels like normal. It's not sticky like lotion. It's not anything. I can't even feel that I have it on it, but look at the difference between my hands. It smells really, really good. All my makeup brush, all of my foundation brushes now smell like this. It's funny. That is my review and swatches on the Champagne Glow collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about this, just let me know. I can answer any of them. Put them in the bottom bar. And a little update, I am now a certified makeup artist. So if you have any events or anything coming up, or if you just want your makeup done, let a sister know. I don't have a totally free schedule because I still work 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, but my weekends are typically, now that May is over, oh my god, May is just crazy for me, but now that May is over, my schedule is typically cleared up for the rest of the year. So I know that it's wedding season. I have a couple weddings coming up, and yeah, so if you need anything, definitely let me know. All my contact info is always in the bottom bar, so that's how you can reach me. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for visiting, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.